of August on the communities of practice. Again, don't worry about remembering the dates and the time. Just remember Wednesday, 5 to 6 p.m. for now, and rest all this information will be shared with you in the WhatsApp group. Um, okay, now as we get started, this is the link to the baseline survey that we were just talking about, which heavily uh, sort of helps us and gives us a feedback on how the program has been designed and whether the courses they're going to be taking are actually going to be useful. So this is from a research and design lens. I would recommend you to sort of scan the QR code if it's possible. In case you're using your device, your phone, and you're unable to scan the code, again, don't worry. Urvashi and Joel would be helping you through. And as you come into the WhatsApp group, the survey links will be shared with you in the WhatsApp groups as well. Okay. The only request is to make sure that you finish it by Monday. So sorry for your weekend being a little busy, but 20 minutes of your weekend is what we would request. So you have time and mind space to finish the survey at ease. Okay, on that note, maybe
Shreya?
we should just take any, yes, questions and
Yeah,
answers.
Shreya, there were a couple of questions about people unable to scan the QR code for WhatsApp group. So perhaps if you have the link, we can just paste it in the chat.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Natalie, do you want to come in?
Thank you, Shreya. I also thought I'd unmute my camera so that people can see the Natalie that they're talking to.
That would be nice.
Yes. I also want to just remind participants not to worry too much about the big WhatsApp group, because they must remember that they are in their district WhatsApp groups. So just a reminder, participants, that your EDCs have created WhatsApp groups for you. And then all the information that is going to be shared in the big group is going to be disseminated to your smaller groups as well. So I don't want you to stress yourself out too much if you're not able to scan the QR code to join. This is the big WhatsApp group, you know, where the EDC managers are in. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you are in two WhatsApp groups getting the same information. Then I want to please request that the WhatsApp groups be used for the purpose, its intended purpose only. Please don't greet. Please don't say good morning. How's your day going? Please don't. I'm asking you very nicely. Otherwise, I'm going to mute you. So, you know, just a serious request from me is that we stick to the purpose of the intentions of the group, and then that we only, because like Shreya said, important information then gets lost. You know, because people are very busy, they're going to get frustrated. I have two phones. I've reached the point of, you know, the one phone, very few people have that number, because on the other phone it's flooded with WhatsApp groups, which is a very easy mechanism for us to communicate. So I do not want what the group, the intention of the, with that then being said, back over to you, Shreya. I'm going to mute my mic again and my camera.
Oh, but we couldn't really see you.
Okay, I'll keep the camera.
Yeah. Now we can see you. Now everyone knows what Natalie looks like. Great. Thank you. That was a very important message. Yes, and I would also request, thank you, Urvashi and Joel, for answering all the questions that are coming into the chat box. Maybe the links can also be shared. And yes, we will also be sharing the presentation with you in into again the WhatsApp groups. So don't worry, all this information is going to reach you. Um, Sometimes through the main group or sometimes through disseminated groups like Natalie has just shared. So whichever is convenient, please feel free to manage it at your level. All right. Any other questions or thoughts that you have that you would like to share with us? Natalie, there's an important question in the chat box on data, whether they would be getting, teachers would be getting data for attending these sessions.
Thank you very much. I am multitasking as well because I am trying to admit people into the meeting as well, because people I know had issues. At this stage, there is no provision for data. So the expectation is that participants will be using their own data. It is only an hour session, and I also think I'm also going to respond to the question about the SACE points, which was it was touched earlier on, because I'm also looking at the chat box. You know, I also do want to encourage participants to look at the outcome here. You know, with the data that you are going to be spending, the certificates that you are getting really outweighs you know, the data that you are going to be spending. And if it makes you feel a little bit better, even as an official, I'm also using my own data. You know, so obviously with the meetings and the sessions being from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I'm not in the office, but I do understand that our situations are all very, very different. And then I want us to then maybe be creative. And, you know, if it's going to work for you to cluster and then maybe stay at school or at a center, or if you are able to maybe gather yourselves for the time of the sessions at a teacher center or at a district office. But what I want is for participants to amongst themselves make this work for everybody. So those who are able to then, you know, use their own data, much appreciated. If it is a possibility for you to use a school or a center for you to be clustered together and maybe use one laptop, even that can work as well. But I'm requesting for us to just ensure that this works. All right. Then I want to also go to the question about SACE. Somebody asked about the SACE points at CPTD points. Just a reminder to you about that. And yes, you may have joined the meeting a little bit later on, but it was mentioned that yes, definitely this is an accredited, these courses are accredited, so there are CPTD points attached to these. Shreya, if you can just come in there with the amount of points, because I don't want to misquote you with the amount of CPTD points that are attached to these sessions.
Yeah, just give me about like 5 minutes to look down that email. I will get back to you on the points. Just have to look up that information. Meanwhile, maybe you can continue, Natalie. I will just get back with you to you with that info.
I've just realized that I'm speaking with, and my mic is muted. I'm sorry about that. Somebody's asking in the chat box, and I think this question, it's the second or the third time that this question is popping up. If it's compulsory to do both courses, or if you can choose, but I see somebody has already responded to say both are mandatory. Thank you very much. I just want to remind participants that you are registered for both courses. All right. So both courses are mandatory for you to do. And I do think that you can just benefit. It's just benefit for you to do both courses. Yes, both courses are mandatory. Is there anything else? Somebody's saying that they are not in any of the groups. Ms. J. Grootboom. Yes, we will ensure that you get the links um, for the WhatsApp groups. J. Grootboom. All right.
So, Natalie, it's 15 points.
Thank you. I know I saw 15, but I didn't want to say and then I'm wrong. So yes,
Yeah, yeah,
a
it's
lot
always
of
better to check
a
for
lot
sure.
of CPTD points that are then attached to this. Thank you,
Mm,
Shreya.
sure.
Shreya, are you done with your presentation?
Yes, we are done.
Okay.
And just a couple of questions, if I can just take up, Natalie, if you don't mind.
No, I don't. Over
Um,
to you.
okay, right. So you've answered most of them. Thank you so much. Yes, both the courses are mandatory, and we would recommend you going through the entire journey. The order, however, is fixed. We would start with the social and emotional learning course, and it will be followed by the course on digital pedagogies for teachers. So it is mandatory, and we would recommend you to go through both the courses in the order that is prescribed. The reason we are facilitating this for you is also because sometimes, knowledge can or new ideas can feel a little abstract. So we'd like to facilitate it for you. So through our trainers, the live sessions we have, the idea is to facilitate them and make meaning through the live sessions of the two courses. I'm also going to request Joel Urvashi to just put in quickly the link to the WhatsApp group, just in case anyone is not a part of the WhatsApp group. So perfect. The link is already there. There is a SACE letter that is already something that also we're going to share with you. So that's the second action point. Um, as the orientation, sorry, the baseline survey link would also be shared in the WhatsApp group. So don't worry if you're not able to scan it just yet. Um, is there any other question that I should answer? Just right. Thank you, Joel and Urvashi. You're already answering. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, that's good from me, Natalie. I think no more questions from me, but please, over back to you.
Thank you very, very much, Shreya. Um, just excuse me for a moment there. Sorry about that. Just to let everybody know as well that the meeting has been recorded. So I just want you to be aware of that. And I also want you to be aware that I am downloading an attendance list. All right. The attendance list will only have your names on it. Going forward now, the EDC managers are going to be communicating. You do have everything is in the WhatsApp groups as well. So as Shreya mentioned earlier on, I mentioned it as well. There is the big WhatsApp group, which has all the EDC managers in, and many of you have now joined this big WhatsApp group as well. Please do ensure that you as a participant are part of your district WhatsApp groups as well, because that is where quite a bit of information, links will be shared. A reminder to everybody that the baseline, I don't want to call it an assessment, but that Google form please needs to be completed and by Monday, all right? And then Shreya, I'm just going to request from you Monday at the end of business for me to then have just a breakdown as to has everybody, completed the Google form so that you have that kind of information. And if there is anybody that is outstanding, so that I can then from a provincial point of view, then follow up on that so that you have all the information. Then I also want to encourage the educators. I'm very happy to see that we're close to 200, although we expected over 400. But I do understand that, some of our areas in the Eastern Cape are very, very rural. And I have seen that people have been struggling to get into the meeting. There is one person that I've been admitting into the meeting, and she'd been in for a second and they get kicked out again. So there are those kind of issues. So I want to encourage the educators who are in this meeting. Please ensure that your colleagues from your school, if you know that they were supposed to be in the meeting, please just encourage them. The recording is available, and share especially the live session times with them so that they do not miss out on anything. If you have any problems, please speak to your EDC manager. Your EDC manager will then escalate it to me, and I will see what I can do about it. I cannot solve everybody's problems, but I can try I can try my best to see how I can mitigate whatever it is that you're going through at the time. With that then being said, I would like to again acknowledge the EDC managers for the hard work that they've done. They pulled out all the stops to ensure that the educators benefit from this, the educators in their districts, and that this training is spread across the 12 districts that we have in the Eastern Cape. There is a time difference. Am I right, Shreya? All right.
Yeah, we're about 3.5 hours ahead of
Ahead.
you.
Shame.
Yeah.
So this is actually your family time that you should be spending with your family. So with that being said, the sacrifice is noted and appreciated. It really is. Thank you very much. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time because it's late in the evening for you. It's early evening for us, but it's late evening for you. So the sacrifice is appreciated. Thank you very much. We look forward to our first session, which is on the 31st of July, Wednesday, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and it will not take more than that hour. With that then being said, thank you very much, everybody. The
Thank
session,
you so much. Thank you so much, Natalie.
the session is adjourned. Thank you. Bye-bye.
With over 8 million broadcasts and over 600 million viewers engaged monthly, Restream is the #1 tool to increase your live audience